Hello, my name is Fox and you're watching Den of Fools. Let's jump right in. In week 23 of 2024, we had 109 tournaments with a total of 2,365 players and 9,131 games played. This week, the Space Marines topped the charts with 14 wins and 55 top 3 placings. Their weighted basic is 33, which is a fair bit worse than the 23.6 they got last time. This time, they were at the top simply due to their high popularity. Having said that, some chapters can do very well, such as the Space Wolves, who won the huge German Super Major, a 403-player tournament. Chaos Space Marines managed to get second this week, with 11 wins, 28 top 3s, and a weighted basic of 13.5. In the second week of their new codex, Chaos Space Marines improve on the already good 17.6 they got last time. It'll be interesting to see if they are able to maintain this form as players get used to their new book. The Necrons are in third place with 9 wins, 28 top 3s and a weight basic of 21.6, which is a very similar result to last week. The Grey Knights and Orcs both get 8 wins and 22 top 3s, with weighted placings of 12.9 and 24.6 respectively. The Orcs have dropped back a little bit, but are still performing well. This is emphasised by the fact they got second and third at the aforementioned German Super Major. On the other hand, the Grey Knights have a much improved week, as they only managed to get 3 wins and a weighted placing of 46.3 last time out. The Tyranids are the last faction in blue, with 7 wins, 13 top 3s, and a weighted basic of 17.6. They are performing reasonably well in terms of winning tournaments, although all bar one came from the smaller tournaments. The Thousand Suns topped the green group with 6 wins, 13 top 3s, and a weighted basic of 16. This is a much more useful performance for them compared to the single win and weighted basic of 123 they got last time. The Eldari come next, also getting 6 wins, with a few less top 3s and a weighted basic of 19. The Gene Stealers, who again get 6 wins, have the best weighted placing this week, with 7.3. It is not unusual for a faction with a small player base to get the best weighted placing, as they only need a few wins to get a really good score. The Tau get 5 wins, 18 top 3s, and a weighted basic of 28.6, which is a fair bit worse than the 11 wins and 17.7 they got last week. Imperial Knights also get 5 wins with 15 top 3s and a weighted basic of 12.4, which is the third best overall. They have now had multiple weeks with a decent result each time. The Legions of Wotan are the last faction on 5 wins, with 9 top 3s and a weight basic of 12.2, which is the second best overall. This is a similar result to last time, with the single extra win giving them a much better weighted placing than the 21.3 they got. Chaos Knights and Drukhari both get 4 wins, with the Knights getting 2 more top 3s. They have weighted placings of 20.5 and 13.8 respectively. We have a lot less factions in yellow this time, with them all getting 1 or 2 wins. Due to the low number of wins, we see a very high weighted placings, with the Guard getting the highest with 132. We do have the new mission deck up for pre-order, which could make a big impact when it sees play. As it is a long pre-order, it won't be till towards the end of the month. 22 factions manage at least 1 top 10 placing, with the Space Marines getting the most top 10s with 183. Chaos Space Marines take second with 83 top 10 placings, with Necrons just getting third on 75 top 10 placings. They also drop back, but are very close in fourth on 73 top 10 placings. Unsurprisingly, the Space Marines are the most played faction with 17.59% of all players taking them. The Orcs are still the second most popular at 8.08%. Chaos Space Marines have now taken third on 7.99%. With the way their popularity is increasing, they may get second in next week's data. It takes our resident stats guru and Ultramarine fanboy Fearless Fox many hours to collect all the data. It would be great if you could show your appreciation by liking and sharing the video. It really helps us with the God algorithm of YouTube. We have grouped the win rates by colour, with the key at the bottom of the screen. This week the G-Sealer cults topped the charts with a win rate of 59.1%. They did only have a few players, but their impressive win rate explains why they also got the best weighted placing this week. The Grey Knights have another very impressive performance, with a win rate of 56.9%. Considering they almost have 3 times the players as the G-Stealer cults, perhaps they are the real winners this time out. The Drukhari are the first faction in the Goldilocks zone, with a win rate of 53.8%. This is a good improvement on the 47.3 they got last week. The Legions of Wotan get a win rate of 52.1%, which again is an improvement for them. Chaos Knights get a win rate of 50.8%, with the Necrons just getting in green with a win rate of 50.4%. This week the vast majority of factions are in yellow, with Imperial Knights topping the group with a win rate of 49.8%. The Death Guard are close behind on a win rate of 49.4%. The Orcs don't get in green this week with a win rate of 49.3%. This is only a little bit lower than the 51.8% they got last time. The Tower on 49.2%, with a significant decrease to the Sisters on 47.8%. Aldaya on 47.5%, with the Worldies on 47.1%. Despite performing well in terms of placings, Chaos Space Marines only managed a win rate of 47%. Having said that, this is still an increase on the 45.5% they got last time. Guard and Thousand Sons both get a win rate of 46.9%, which is a big decrease for the Thousand Sons, who got 55.1% last time out. Space Marines run a win rate of 46.3%. Stay tuned until later on in the video to see how the individual chapters perform. Tyrannies get a win rate of 45.8%, with Chaos Demons on 45.7%. Custodians are the only faction below the Goldilocks zone, on a win rate of 43.2%. The Grey Knights remain at the top of the win rates with 55.1%. They are now the only faction above the Goldilocks zone. The Orcs are on 53%. They have continued to drop back from the Grey Knights, who performed very well over recent weeks. The Sisters come next on a win rate of 52.3%, leapfrogging the Thousand Sons, who are on 52.1%. The Necrons are on 51.7%, the Drukhari on 51.6%. The GC of the Cults managed to get in green with 51.2% after some good results. Imperial Knights are the last faction in green, with a win rate of 50.2%. The majority of factions are in yellow, with only one faction below the Goldilocks zone, with Guard on a win rate of 44.8%. The game is quite stable at the moment, with one faction above and one faction below the Goldilocks zone. We of course have 2 more codexes on the way, so this can all change relatively soon. The White Scars technically top the win rates with 58.3%. As it only had 2 players, the second most popular chapter, the Space Wolves, are the real winners. They again lead the known chapters with a win rate of 50.6%. They don't get quite as high a win rate as last time, but they're still performing very well as shown by that big win at the German Super Major. The most popular chapter, the Blood Angels, just missed out on green, with a win rate of 49.3%. The Black Templars are the last chapter in the Goldilocks zone, with a win rate of 47.7%. The Iron Hands get a win rate of 42.9%, with the Death Watch on 41.7%. The Imperial Fists are on 41.2%, with the Ultramarines on 40.7%. The third most popular chapter, the Dark Angels, are the first in red, with a win rate of 39.9%. The Salamanders are on 34.4%, with the Raven Guard unfortunately losing all of their games. The Space Wolves are clearly at the top of the running total win rate with 53.2%. The Blood Angels are not too far behind on 50.7%, with the Black Templars just missing out on green on a 49.7% win rate. The White Scars are on 49.1%, with the Iron Hands on 46.2%. The Salamanders have dropped back considerably to a win rate of 43.2%. The Dark Angels are on a 42.7% win rate, with the Death Watch on a win rate of 42.3%. Fearless's favourite Blue Boys, the Ultramarines, are on a win rate of 42%. The Raven Guard have a win rate of 38.2%, with the Imperial Fists on a win rate of 34.8%. We do see the Space Wolves performing well with their Thunderwolf Cavalry, like in the Stormlance Task Force, but the other chapters are struggling a fair bit. As this is the second week of data, we will look at the weekly win rates this time out. The 6 Red Corsair players perform very well with a win rate of 60%. The 2 Black Legion and Emperor's Children players both get a 50% win rate. The vast majority of the Warbands are unknown, on a win rate of 47.3%. The Night Lords are on a win rate of 38.5%, with the Alpha Legion and Word Bearers winning a third of their games. The Iron Warriors at the bottom, unfortunately losing all of their games. If you enjoyed our content, please subscribe, check out one of the videos on screen, and consider using our affiliate links in the description. Thank you for watching.